I think Drake needs to give us a full interview.
Bro, why doesn't nobody say that about Kendrick? He's caused the most tumultuous moment of this year, of this decade. And nobody says he needs to explain himself at all. So why does Drake?
Drake is getting called out for not doing enough interviews. Is it fair? Let's talk about it. This is Fresh Hip-Hop Opinion with your guy Alize. Don't forget to subscribe. So yes, Drake has been the topic of conversation for many months, of course. He went through the legendary battle with Kendrick Lamar, which he definitely lost. There's talks of him wanting a round 2. But Kendrick Lamar has said there's no round 2s to win the championship. Move on, bro. But online, there's people saying Drake should come out and explain himself. Where this has come from, I don't know. I mean, there's been some leaked text messages between Drake and his ex. And there was a rumor that Jay-Z had a problem with Drake. And it's because Drake put out a house album around the same time as Beyonce put a house album out. And Drake cleared that up by texting Academics. And Academics cleared that up on his stream. So people started saying, why doesn't Drake just come out with an interview and explain it himself? Well, Academics was talking about this same topic, and here's what he had to say.
I think Drake needs to give us a full interview, maybe an hour-long interview, right before he drops his next album.
And by the way, I'm a little torn on you saying that because I agree, because I love this, right? Bro, why doesn't nobody say that about Kendrick? He's caused the most tumultuous moment of this year, of this decade. And nobody says he needs to explain himself at all. So why does Drake? He's done more interviews than Kendrick and Cole combined. Why does he?
Because in the eyes of the public, Kendrick has taken the W, so he doesn't have to go and do an interview.
We'll say Drake needs to do A, B, C, and D. Yo, Kendrick killing him right now, not falling off. You look on the stats, Drake's streams are killing Kendrick. Nobody cares about that, but nah, Drake gotta respond to this. Nah, Drake gotta do. Why did we never say, yo, J. Cole has to give us an interview to explain why he apologized? Why not?
He's lost so much respect that people are not even checking for what his next project might be right now.
Bro, that's not true.
Wait until everything cools off before he drops the next project.
Bro, that's not true.
I don't even think people want to hear from him.
J. Cole could drop next year. His sales does not go down. We expect things from Drake we don't expect from anybody else, bro. I'm telling you. J. Cole does, yo, if it was Drake, we think Drake has to explain himself. We don't think Cole got to explain himself. We never think Kendrick got to explain himself. Kendrick just started a whole campaign of hate when the two other people say, we're the big three, like we started a league. That's what they said. He got jealous and say, the big three is just me. He then baited another guy to battle him, who then apologized, and another guy who then said, I'll battle you. Okay, good, whatever the result is. But nobody says Kendrick got to explain himself of why he felt insecure to start those issues with people who weren't directly shooting at him.
Yeah, fam. There's some valid points there. Drake is getting pressured to do interviews, but is J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, who is seen as the big three, getting the same amount of pressure? And you gotta say no. Most people don't put pressure on Kendrick. They kind of just accept Kendrick is a recluse, stays to himself, and comes out once in a while to drop some music. Same thing with J. Cole. He's kind of like the Nas of today. Like, he just comes out when he comes out. But no one really sees that many interviews from these guys. But Academic says Drake's done more interviews than those two put together. Like, it's true. I want to see J. Cole come out with an interview explaining what he was thinking when he backed out of that battle. But his reputation went really in the mud after that. Academics thinks that his sales wouldn't drop if he dropped an album, but I'm not too sure. I think he lost a lot of stripes. I don't think it'll be dramatic. Just like Drake, I don't think Drake's sales and streams are gonna take a big dip just because of this Kendrick loss in the long run. I mean, me personally, I think if you are a big artist, you shouldn't do interviews as often as a new artist, but you definitely should do something once in a while. Like, I haven't seen Drake do an interview for a long time, especially on a hip-hop platform. And the same thing with Cole and Kendrick. Kendrick, he just doesn't do any type of interviews ever. In a day and age where being visible is very important, it's kind of strange that these guys get away with it. But when you've made all that money, You could do whatever you want. I want to know what you think. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It's Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love.